Hi everyone, welcome. Let's get started in a minute. Okay, hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Our webinar today is going to be about emailing bulk invoices in NetSuite. We're going to be talking about how to send invoices in native NetSuite, and following that, we're going to talk about our very own Suite app bulk email invoices and how it can simplify and enhance the collections process for our clients. We'll also have a short demo towards the end. Now, if you have any questions, please do post them in the chat box. We'll answer them as we go. And there's also a poll question that we're going to put into our session just to get to know you a little better. If this is your first time here, we do these webinars every month. And should you like to catch up on what we have done so far, please do head on over to our website and our webinars archive page where you can find all of our past sessions. A little bit about our company. Our company Tvarana was founded in 2007 as a NetSuite and Salesforce consulting firm. And we also have a range of Suite apps on suiteapp.com, which you can find under the search term Tvarana. That's Tvarana. All right. Onto our panel for today. We have Shravanti, who's our product development manager, and she works with the team on product discovery, planning and development, product demos, implementation, and post implementation support. Hey, Shravanti.
Hi, Tina. Hello, everyone.
Shravanti, question for you. What problem does bulk email invoices Suite app solve?
Right. So many businesses encounter a significant challenge in handling unpaid invoices, and the manual follow up process consumes a substantial amount of time. As time is valuable in business, the absence of automation leads to productivity and efficiency problems. This, in turn, affects customer service, hampers cash flow, prolongs days sales outstanding, the DSO, and hinders growth. To address these issues, Tvarna Bulk Email Invoices Suite app, um, which is built on NetSuite platform, offers a seamless solution to streamline your collections process.
Now, how can one use NetSuite's standard process for sending these invoices, and what are the challenges associated with it?
Sure. So sending invoices via email to your customers is a standard practice expected of any ERP system. Although NetSuite offers a solution for emailing transactions to customers, it's important to note that without significant customization, its functionality is limited to automatically sending the transaction email upon record saving. While manual email delivery management per transaction is possible in NetSuite, this method is labor intensive and generally impractical for most businesses. There are several approaches available to configure NetSuite's built in transaction emailing features. Let's discuss them briefly now. So, the first one is customer preferences. So, within the customer record, you have the option to define a customer's preference for receiving transactions via email or fax. This can be found in the Preferences tab of the customer record. Additionally, you can establish a system-wide preference so that newly created customers are automatically set to receive emails. Prior to the initial save, you have the ability to control the delivery of each transaction. This can be accessed through the communication tab on the transaction record. If the customer's preference is set to email, then the transaction will inherit the same preference. Now, talking about the recipient email address, on the transaction records messages tab, you will find the designated email address to which the invoice will be sent. This email address is sourced from the primary email field on the customer record. It's possible to manually add additional email addresses separated by commas. To automate the addition of extra email addresses, customization is necessary. And it's also feasible to assign customized email templates using the email message template field on transaction forms. In cases where a custom template is not specified, the default template is used. Management of default template can be done in the setup section. So in conclusion, while NetSuite does allow for transaction emails to customers, some considerations need to be made regarding customization and configuration to ensure the process aligns with your business needs. Understanding and utilizing these various options can enhance your ability to effectively manage transaction email communication in NetSuite. Let's take a quick look at these basic settings in NetSuite. I'll just do a short demo. Give me a second to start sharing my screen. Okay. So do you see my screen, Tina?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm in NetSuite right now, and let me just go to a customer record. Let's use Blue Door. So as I said, we will be able to set preferences whether or not to send emails to customers. So this is under the Preferences tab. So there are options to send transactions via email or fax or just print it out. Right. And if I were to create an invoice for this customer, the same settings would be copied over. So let's see, let me try to create maybe an invoice. All right, so here in the messages option, you can see that the to be emailed checkbox is checked by default. These settings are brought from the customer record. And you can see that the email, the primary email is pre-filled. And as I mentioned, additional email addresses can be added, separated by commas here. The third option we discussed was to be able to customize emails that can be sent to your customers. So the same can be found under the Customize tab, Customize form. And this is the email template. So you could choose to just use the standard template or a custom invoice template. So these are the features available in the standard NetSuite for following up with your customers on invoices. A brief yet important point to highlight here is that the specific setup within NetSuite will trigger automatic email notifications to customers for all saved transactions. This encompasses a range of transaction types such as opportunities, estimates, cash refunds, cash sales, credit memos, written authorizations, and invoices. Therefore, if any of these transaction types are in use and you prefer not to have them automatically be emailed to your customers, it will be necessary to implement a custom solution to address this requirement. So that finishes the short demo.
Thank you, Shravanti. Can we not use NetSuite's Dunning bundle?
We could, but it comes with its own limitations. So let's go over a few of those. So only accounts with multiple currency features can be used for the bundle. And the custom statement form field on the Dunning template page currently cannot filter transactions by type. So the drop-down list includes all transaction forms. The Dunning Manager field and default Dunning Manager fields currently cannot filter employees by role. The drop-down list includes all active employees. The maximum number of Dunning levels that can be added to a Dunning procedure is 15. The NetSuite file size limit for generated PDFs is 5 MB. If attachments exceed the limit, the system splits them into various files in the same folder in the file cabinet. When printing letters using the Dunning PDF printing queue, the system can print only 100 letters at a time. When sending an email using Dunning email sending queue, the system can only send 100 letters at a time. Creating and updating Dunning procedures can be done through the user interface or through CSV import. Dunning letters currently does not support the importing of Dunning procedures using web services or SuiteScript. The Dunning Letters Suite app cannot detect bounced email messages. So if a customer requests you to resend a Dunning letter, you can go to the communication subtab on the customer or invoice record to access the Dunning letter and forward it. But there is no way for you to know if it has bounced. This is one feature we have added to our Suite app. Automatic generation of PDF Dunning letters is not supported. The Dunning template that will be sent to the customer is based on the highest Dunning level. The standard Dunning scheduler should always be customized as these workflows are set to run once a year. These should also be set to not running when not needed. To use invoice Dunning, a Dunning procedure must be assigned to the customer record with the Allow Override box marked. No Dunning procedure on the customer record invoice Dunning is not going to work. Manual Dunning evaluation can be done by pausing, unpausing on invoice or customer record. When the maximum Dunning level is reached, no new invoices will be done. The alternate solution is to remove and add back the Dunning procedure on the customer record. When evaluating using the Dunning invoice, the Dunning level field is not updated on the customer record. It's only done on the invoice record. If customer Dunning is used, the Dunning letter emails only show up on the customer record on the communication subtab. If invoice Dunning is used, the Dunning letter emails will be available both on invoice and customer records. Only posting invoices will be used in Dunning. Standard templates can be overridden, but when new updates of the bundle are pushed, they revert back to the original settings. There is no resending queue. If customers want to resend a Dunning letter, they have to open the invoice or customer record and forward the email from there. So these are some limitations which will be overcome if customers use our bulk email invoice suite app.
Can you introduce everybody to the bulk email invoices suite app?
Sure. So as I mentioned before, BEI offers a convenient solution for sending bulk email invoices from a centralized platform, and it is built for NetSuite. Additionally, it allows you to search customers, mark them, and schedule Dunning emails at your preferred intervals, all through one screen. There is an option to automate sending Dunning letters, and by using BEI, you can streamline the collections process, enhance the customer experience, and accelerate the time it takes to receive payments. This app effectively eliminates challenges and difficulties associated with collections management. With the BEI Suite app, you gain the ability to efficiently handle invoice deliveries through diverse filters and template controls. Moreover, the app automates the Dunning process, which also enhances your collections procedures.
Okay, thanks, Shravanti. Can we now talk about the benefits of BEI?
Sure. So, on a high level, these have been discussed already, but automated follow-ups can be done for unpaid invoices. I'm sorry, and time-saving capabilities and reduction of human work hours, improving productivity and efficiency in the collections process, and enhancing customer service by providing timely reminders, boosting cash flow, and reducing days sales outstanding. It also facilitates business growth through optimized collections.
Can you highlight some of the key features of the app?
Sure. So, efficient collections process is important for maintaining a healthy cash flow and accelerating revenue generation. Keeping some of the common pain points of our customers in mind, we have developed the BI app, which has features such as it's an all-in-one platform. So this system serves as a single platform for executing all aspects of the dunning process, including customer selection, messaging, and tracking of sent messages and follow-ups. Users can manually select customers in real time and send personalized dunning messages using customizable templates. For handling large customer volumes, the semi automated method applies criteria filtering to send out selective messages or templates. The system allows users to specify minimum overdue amounts, ensuring that messages are sent only to relevant customers. It also provides control over which section of the customers receive the messages or emails. Users have the option to include or exclude customers who are already on hold from receiving messages. The system provides reports to track customers, messages sent, messages undelivered, bounced. We have built some informational dashboards also to support the same. Users will be able to send multiple invoices in a single email message. For instance, if a customer has 5 invoices, instead of sending 5 separate emails, our Suite app enables users to send one email with all 5 invoices attached. Users can send emails to multiple email addresses, a frequently requested feature in NetSuite that typically requires customization. And another functionality is the ability to send a statement or credit memo along with the invoice all in one email. Follow-ups related to child customers can be sent out to parent customers as well. And resending emails is very easy. And multiple invoices can be merged into a single PDF as well.
Let's talk about how we can automate the dunning process.
So the dunning process is a series of communications or reminders sent to customers who have outstanding invoices. The primary goal of the dunning process automation is to encourage customers to make timely payments and clear their outstanding balances.
Can we do a short demo?
Of course. So let me go back to sharing my screen.
Before we pull your screen up, Shravanti, I'm going to put in a poll as I mentioned. And that'll give you a couple of seconds just to get your screen ready. So audience, you should see the question pop up on your screen right now. Please do take a couple of seconds to answer. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Tina, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. So we're back in NetSuite. I am logged in under BEI AR role. So this is a role built specifically for users that may have to perform email follow-ups for invoices. So if you have any user that has this kind of responsibility, you could just add the BEI AR role to their existing employee record. So it's just as easy as that. And as you can see, we've added some very informational dashboards that tells us the numbers in terms of the follow-ups and and then the total emails that are sent through BEI, and the difference in the invoices that are paid before follow-ups versus after follow-ups. Now, let's go to the bulk email invoices screen. Sorry, sales. All right, so this is the one screen that I was talking about, which can be used to start sending the dunning emails and several other features as well. So these are the main filters that are available. So you can choose a particular customer that you want to follow up with, or just leave this blank. So the search fetches all the customers. And there are other ways to filter the results as well, which is a subsidiary, department, class, location, follow up that shows if if the dunning level has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then we could also filter by the number of emails already sent, and then also by sales rep. The from date and to date are the dates for the invoices. And if an invoice is due on a particular date between the two dates, you could select that particular date as well. There are certain other checkboxes here as options for filtering again. So this one is to show only open invoices. This is checked by default. And you could show invoice group invoices as well. And then there's an option to just see the parent customers, or just the credit memos, or this option could be used only to look at invoices that are excluded. This could be used in case if you know the status of an invoice already and you know that it is in process, and it may not be relevant to send a follow-up email, then you could actually select a particular invoice and exclude it from dunning. So that could be done by using this particular action here. So let me just show you how that works. I'm just going to hit search, not change anything at the moment. So it brings me some results of invoices that are open in this particular date range. So if I have to exclude this particular email from invoicing, I would just have to hit exclude selected invoices and hit the process button. And this particular invoice will not be followed up with. So, and there are other filters here, such as show only emailed invoices in case you want to look at the invoices that have been already emailed, or look at parent-child customer invoices, or exclude weekends. So let me just go back and get some more results to go through a detailed demo. So I'm going to change the dates a little bit and hit search. All right. So now I get more results here. So let me open up this customer. With our new release, we will be able to include the primary email of the customer along with the emails of the contacts as well for email invoicing. So this particular customer has one contact with this particular email, and the other settings can be accessed through the bulk email invoice details subtab. So if you want to exclude this customer from bulk email, you could do it on the customer level as well. And as I said on the previous screen, if you want to exclude on an invoice level, that could be done as well. And one other feature we have is to be able to apply personalized templates for dunning for each customer. So the same could be accessed under this subtab. So this particular customer is set to use these templates for dunning levels. And if no template is present, it takes the ones that are set by default on a global level. Okay, so now let's go back to the BEI screen. As you can see, the BEI screen populates the email addresses of the primary email and even the ones from the contacts as well. So let's take a moment to look at this particular set of values here. So this is the date on the invoice. Name is the name of the customer. And so let me just say search so I can. Okay, just filtered a little bit more. So number of emails sent is, let's say if this particular customer has been sent one follow-up already, then it shows up here. And it says that number of emails undelivered is 0 and bounced is 0 as well. So this one screen provides you with all the information you would need regarding the dunning process. And memo is for any notes. And this is the outstanding amount and the status and the type of transaction here. And if there is any subsidiary, it would show up here as well. Email to field is editable. So if you need to add more email addresses, that can be done here on this very screen. And if you want to remove any email addresses, it could be controlled through this field as well. So then let's select maybe just one of these invoices to follow up for our demo purposes. So there are certain actions that can be performed on this selected invoice. First is to be able to choose an email template. I could choose from the existing email templates. I'll just say 30 days overdue. And then, so if this particular customer has more than one email open, I could choose the send multi-attach email option. That way, all the invoices are combined and only one email gets sent. And there's an option to send customer statement as well, along with the follow-up email. And customer statement in two different ways, only the open transactions or all of it. And all I have to do is just select it and hit process. Before that, let's just take a look at these options here. So if that particular customer is a parent customer, you could select the include child statements as well. Looks like this particular customer is not. So that is why these options are grayed out. And so I just go ahead and hit process. This would take a few seconds. All right. So the email that is sent can be checked on the customer record under the communication tab. So you can see that this particular invoice 30 days overdue has been sent to the customer. And then at the attachments level, you can see that the invoice has been sent as well. So it's just as simple as that. If I were to select more than one customer, it would send multiple emails to each of these customers and to the email addresses mentioned here. And the next thing we talked about was the automation. So let me just take you to the automation screen. This automation feature can be accessible only through admin roles because we don't want your BI AR team to be able to control automation. So I would switch the role to administrator. All right, then I would go to set up bulk email invoice. This is the automation configuration. So this particular screen here can be used to configure the way you would want your automated emails to be set up, the frequency at which these emails should go, and the email template templates, and if you want to exclude partially paid invoices, or do you want to send multi-attached emails. So these are different options that could be used to set up your automated dunning process. And number of days after due date could be done as well. And there is threshold amount, meaning the minimum amount that has to be open in terms of balance for these emails to be sent out can be set as well. And these are the different dunning levels. And you could, as I said, include customer statements and set the range of the statements. And if it is a parent customer, you could choose to include child customer statements as well. So this is how automated dunning could be set up. And we also have a configuration screen for the automation screen, where you could say that for different levels of dunning can be set, and email templates for each of these dunnings, and number of days after due that these emails should be sent out can be done as well. And you could also select to send before the due date or after the due date as well. If you want to exclude sending out the emails over the weekends or not, can also be set up here. So this is about our BI suite app in short, Tino.
Okay, thanks for that demo, Shravanti. Let's now talk about how BEI is helping our clients. So, we received some great feedback from our clients, and on the screen in front of you, you'll see just how our clients have transformed their collections process. So, this first one is from Choosel, and they say that BEI is a great suite app. We produce over 500 invoices per month and need a simple and efficient way to send out emails in bulk, and this does the trick. Next, we have Clarify, and they are saying that with Tvarana, our company was able to save a great amount of time by sending out emails to our customers automatically instead of manually. Definitely a recommendable product to others. We have another testimonial from Clarify, and they're saying this time that with the automation that Tvarana provides, our company has been able to save loads of time on sending reminders and dunning notices for overdue invoices. The Tvarana support, development, and sales team have been wonderful and very responsive. Okay, let's now talk about how we can customize the app to meet specific needs.
Yep. So BEI offers a high degree of customization. We simply need to understand the client's needs and assess their feasibility. Once these aspects are confirmed, we can proceed with tailoring the application according to their specifications.
Can you provide an overview on the implementation process?
Sure. So, as you can see on the screen, it is a typical implementation cycle. So, while the exact implementation process may vary based on specific suite app and your organization's requirements, the process you're seeing on the screen is a general outline of the steps involved. We begin by identifying your business needs and requirements under the kickoff and discovery session. We determine the functionalities you need and any customizations needed to align the app with your processes. And then we get into the implementation phase, where we install the app onto one of your sandbox environments. And we go through the UAT sessions with you. And once the testing is complete, we install the app into your production environment. We also do train the trainer user training, where our team will conduct training sessions, and we will also record these sessions for future reference. Moreover, we have some training videos available on our YouTube channel, which are divided into 2 or 3 minute segments, so it is easier for you to go through them. And we also offer post-implementation support, which includes basic support of the BEI app.
And how often do we add new features, Shravanti?
We gather feedback from our users regularly and use this feedback to make continuous improvements and enhancements to our app. Our development team continuously works on these features and we package and release them biannually, aligning with NetSuite's own release schedule. This allows clients without a sandbox account to test the latest version of BI using the free NetSuite release preview account, which is provided to all clients before their NetSuite upgrade.
Got it. Thank you, Shravanti. Audience, that's it for today. But if you have any questions, please do post them in the chat, and we'll be hanging around for a few more minutes just to answer them. And I hope to see you in another session. Thank you, Shravanti.
Thank you. Thank you all.